here in Whiting, Indiana, 41-33. Governor State leading it. The question of the day is, can they keep the lead? Calumet has been known to mount comebacks when they need to. And they really need one here because their postseason hopes, honestly, hang in the balance. Early turnover for Governor State to begin the half. Here's Doc Davis. Oh, they need this badly. And it's halfway down, and it comes back out. That would have been a big, big three-pointer. Aiken forces another turnover. 2 turnovers in the first 30 seconds of the half for Governor State. Big, big defensive play by Cooper Aiken. Seems like he's always, I always call his name when it's defense, and Davis gets it to go. You can hear the defense chant inside. No answer there by Mays, but a foul. Maybe this will go on Aiken. Yeah, they are going to put this on Aiken. That's actually going to be Aiken's 3rd personal foul. So they're going to call that completely off the ball on the rebound. 2 free throws, that is going to be, they're going to call that a shooting foul here. First free throw for Mays goes in. I'm surprised that was a shooting foul. I didn't really see that. I wanted to mention that our halftime break was brought to you by Powers Health Hydration. Fuel up, stay strong, stay powered as we begin the second half. Appreciate all of you joining us, watching at home. 2 for 2 for Mays from the line. And I'm Kyle Mathas here on the broadcast. It's good to... We only have about a couple weeks left of the seasons for men's and women's. A women's game this Friday night. And then the final games at home, at least, on the Heartland Sports Network will be next Wednesday, a week from today. And then we'll end the basketball season. Davis thought he was fouled. No call off the miss. And here come the Jaguars. Free throw line jumper. Takes a tough bounce off the rim. They're going to say it went off of Johnson last, off the miss by McKenzie. Something to keep in mind is the 2 personal fouls on McKenzie and the 3 personal fouls on Tolbert for Governor State. Also the 3 fouls on Aiken. I'm not sure Aiken can move. He moved as he was inbounding it, and he couldn't move. It wasn't after a made basket. So a rare mistake for Aiken. You can hear Coach Hawkins trying to hype up his team. They need it right now. As Governor State will get a possession here. Bounce pass inside. They go to Marius. What a first half Marius had. 14 points in the first half. He's blocked by Doc. Remember, Kyron Doc, top 10 in the conference in blocks per game. And he's got a 2nd block of the night right there. It's 13 seconds on the shot clock here for the Jaguars, leading by 8. Bounce pass inside, spinning and putting up a tough shot. It goes. What a play by Tolbert. Here's Davis. Aiken over to Davis. Back inside. Slowinski. He's doubled up. Slowinski with a tough shot. Wow. Slowinski through the double team gets it to go. That was almost a triple team, honestly. Here's Marius. They'll reset the play here. I know Coach Bates is really probably talking to them heavily during halftime about just getting a good set run. Tolliver, is that a jump ball or is that a foul? It's going to be a foul on Tolliver. That's the 2nd. That really could have been a jump ball. They're also going to call it a shooting foul here. So 2 shots coming up for Javon Johnson. Javon Johnson transferred from UW Parkside. First shot goes in. He played 25 games as a freshman, 14 as a sophomore, transferred last season. In his first season with Governor State, averaged 12.6 points per game. Makes both. And Johnson's up to 7 points. Inbound it to Slowinski, and Slowinski is all alone. Oh, that ball is stripped away by Marius. They're going to call a foul on that. Going to be on Marius. And for Marius, that'll be his second. But 2 free throws coming up here for Slowinski. Slowinski, graduate student. He graduated last year. Used to play for Wabansie Community College. Started off his collegiate career with Fayetteville State down in the great state of Arkansas. But he transferred last season to CCSJ, and he made the all-conference second team last year as he goes 1 for 2. Slowinski's got 5 points. Marius trips over his own feet, somehow gets the ball to McKenzie, and McKenzie finishes, plus the foul. That's just a heads-up play by Marius. He fell, somehow had the awareness to be able to pass that ball to his teammate. Calumet surrounded him, so it was already a huge disadvantage when Marius got that ball to McKenzie. The foul is called on Slowinski. McKenzie trying to complete the three-point play, and he does. Calumet has got to try to, as much as they possibly can, limit Governor State getting the ball to the free throw line. They're so automatic from the free throw line. They've gotten the ball to the free throw line so many times tonight. 19 free throw attempts in the first half. And they've started to rack them up again here in the second half. Aiken turns it over. Stolen away by McKenzie. Here's Tolbert. Corner three on the way. Cash. Javon Johnson is starting to feel it here. He's got 10 points. And it's suddenly a 15-point lead for Governor State. Davis, Tolliver to answer. Cannot. Aiken, that's going to be a foul. That's going to be Aiken's fourth. They're going to have to make a substitution here. Aiken's going to come out. Hinton's going to come in. And 4 personal fouls in the first 3 minutes of the second half for Calumet. Still a long way to go, though, but Calumet's got to start getting things going here consistently if they want to have a chance late in this game against a quality Governor State squad. Oh, they gave McKenzie a little bit too much space, and McKenzie gets it to go. Tolliver didn't jump with McKenzie. I don't know if that was just a business decision not to pick up his third foul. 17-point advantage, and it was only 8 at halftime. But Calumet has been outscored drastically here in the second half so far. Remember, it took them a little while to get things going at the start of the game. Nice move by Doc. Gets that layup to fall. But Calumet was down by as many as 21 points in the first half before they started to really get things going. So we're seeing something similar here in the second. Tolbert needs help, gets it inside. Davis cannot keep the ball in bounds. Malik Petty is going to come in for Tolliver. Want to remind you of a women's basketball game we have coming up on Friday night. Women's basketball playing St. Xavier, a game that got postponed from a couple Saturdays ago because of snow. Really bad pass off the inbound, stolen by Hinton. Hinton going coast to coast, swings it to Petty. Shot won't count. It's a foul on the floor. It's going to go on Johnson. That's going to be his second. Inbounding it here is Davis. Oh, what an inbound pass at Davis. Finds Slowinski. That's just a great inbound play called by Coach Hawkins. Coach Hawkins, he just seems like often he has the right play called at the right time. Doc, what a defensive play on McKenzie. And here comes Hinton. Swings it. Davis. Pump fakes. Goes inside. Are they going to call a charge or a block? They're going to call a block. Hawkins very animated to my left by the bench about that blocking foul. It's going to be on Tolbert as well. That's his fourth. Tolbert will come out and Warren will come in. Davis, 2 free throws coming up here. Ooh, just off the mark. He needs to make this second free throw, though, but Davis is so good at shooting free throws this season. He's about 70% from the free throw line. It's surprising that he's missing some of these. Second one goes in for Davis. 55-43, Governor State. Warren, pump fakes, won't take the shot. They go inside instead. Great bounce pass, and Marius is fouled. Oh, I hope this isn't on Petty. They're going to call it on Petty. That's his fourth. Petty is going to definitely have to come out of the game now for sure. And Petty's saying, I'm not sure what else I'm supposed to do. I don't think he really contested it too much. I think it was someone else. Here's Marius. He'll have 2 free throws here. First one won't go. Honestly, a rare miss for Governor State. They've had so many free throws tonight. They've almost been automatic. They're actually going to keep Petty in the game with 4 personal fouls. So one more foul and he's out. Petty's going to have to be careful. Second free throw here for Marius, and he goes 1 for 2 at least. So Marius has 15 points. That's level with Mays. Hinton has 13. Those are the leading scorers in the game. Davis has 12. Davis going inside. Oh, they're going to call a jump ball here. Possession favoring Calumet. Davis wanted a foul. We're also going to see number 44, Miles Graham, the junior transfer from McHenry County College down in Illinois. He's from Milwaukee. He's 6'10", tallest player on the team. And he comes in for the first time today to go up against Slawinski. They're going to attack him immediately. Slawinski needs help, gets it out to Petty. Petty dribbles by, puts up the floater. It's short. Rebound pulled in by Slawinski. Couldn't keep it alive, and it's pulled in from Johnson. Outlet pass to Warren. Oh, my goodness, Davis. What a block. Here comes Doc. It's Petty, a 3. Off the mark, rebound pulled in by Calumet. It's Hinton. Gets it inside to Petty. A lot of contact, no foul. Warren fighting for it. Petty is fouled by Warren. What a block from Davis on the other end. It's going to be on Warren. We are under 15 minutes. Well, the way this game's going, I'm not sure if it's going to be a close ending if Governor State can take the lead, but it's going to be an electric ending in terms of electric plays. 56-43, Governor State in command with 14.5 to play. Fourteen and a half minutes to play in the second half. 56-43, the lead for Governor State. And I think this game is going to have some crazy moments down the stretch, but I wanted to mention that both teams have 8 offensive rebounds in the game as Petty makes the first free throw. Both of these teams are number 1 and number 2 in the conference in offensive rebounding. So it's no surprise that these two teams are kind of out-rebounding each other because Governor State is first, Calumet is second. And then overall in rebounding per game, Governor State is first, Calumet is third. So you'd expect these teams to rebound a lot against each other, especially on the offensive glass. That three-point shot won't go for Warren. Offensive rebound pulled in and a foul as McKenzie will go to the line. I think Governor State wants a second technical foul here on Hinton. I don't know if they're going to get it here. If there's a second technical foul, I think that ejects Hinton, and it is. A second technical on Ramin Hinton. I think that ejects him out of the game, if my knowledge of the rules are correct. Unless, I don't think he gets two technical fouls. I'm not sure. I wasn't looking to see what Hinton did, but Governor State bench was pretty animated about it. And Hinton's going to have to come out. He is ejected from the game with his second technical. He's pleading with the ref saying, what did I do? But Hinton is pleading his case. I think he's going to have to be escorted off the floor. So Hinton picks up a second technical, and he is out of the game. And he's being escorted out of the gym right now. He's not happy at all. I don't think he knows what he did, to be fair, but honestly, I didn't see what he did either, so his guess is as good as mine. So 2 technical free throws coming up here for Mackenzie. First one goes in. Well, that is a first for this season for sure. We haven't seen that yet. A player be ejected for 2 technical fouls. We've seen a couple technical fouls, but haven't seen 2 for one player. Second one goes in for Mackenzie, and he's got 8 points. I think he's also going to get 2 free throws here because he was fouled in the act of shooting. So coming in for Hinton was Slowinski, by the way. First one's off the mark. So 2 for 3 at the moment. If you're a little bit confused, Hinton got called for a second technical. He was ejected. They had to escort him off the floor. And there were 2 technical fouls. Mackenzie made them both. These are the 2 fouls on the shot when Mackenzie was fouled on the shot. He goes 1 for 2 from there. So 3 for 4 overall in the trip from the free throw line. The 59-45, and Governor State is in the bonus for 14 minutes as Slowinski is fouled by Miles Graham. 14 minutes in the bonus for Governor State. That is really, really going to hurt Calumet down the stretch, you'd imagine. But actually, Calumet is 1 foul away from being in the bonus, so both teams have been fouling a lot here in the second half. Slowinski makes the first one. Slowinski, second free throw here. Goes in. Slowinski has 9 points. Here's Marius now, defended by Doc. Here's Mackenzie, bounce pass inside. Graham's going to get a little bit of action here, and Miles Graham gets his first 2 points of the game. He's backing down Slowinski with a nice play. Here's Petty. Gets some space, goes underneath. Oh, and he turns it over. It's stolen by Mackenzie. What a second half he's had. But that pass a little bit too far out of the reach of Warren. We have a lot of fans here, especially on that right side, the way Governor State is playing offensively, and they are getting loud. I'm sure you can hear that at home, but they are getting loud now. They hope their team can come back down by 14. Here's Doc. Adam Billingsley checking into the game here. Doc gets inside and gets it to go. Calumet's got to be careful. Any trash talk, you'd imagine that'd be a technical. These referees are they're gonna try to control this game. Billingsley, good contest, forces the hair ball out of Graham. Adam Billingsley, a graduate student. Tolliver underneath, can't get the shot to go, and we get a foul called. Adam Billingsley has not played much this season, but when he does, they definitely need his contribution off the bench. From Evansville, Indiana, played for Oakland City University, then he went to Northland College, and now he's here at CCSJ. And I think it's safe to say he's a fan favorite from the way the crowd has been cheering for him so far. Tolliver's first shot here, short. Calumet just has not been able to make important free throws, and honestly the same could be said for Governor State. But Governor State has had a lot more free throw attempts in this game. They've had at least 15 more free throw attempts, Governor State has. Tolliver's second free throw here goes. Tolliver, it's actually his first point of the game. I'm surprised it took him that long. Guess you could say that's just good defense from Governor State. Oh, tripping over his own feet is Marius. And here comes Davis. Bounce pass to Tolliver, gets it to go. A behind-the-back pass by Davis. Flashy play. And Calumet with a little bit of life here. They trail by 9. Timeout call, Governor State will take a break. 12:53 to play in the game. It's a 9-point Governor State advantage. 61-52, Governor State on top. 12:53 to play. This has been a very uncomfortable game, especially in the second half for both teams. They've turned the ball over a lot. The defense has been good. But Governor State, I mean, the way they've been playing, you'd imagine they'd be up by more than 9 at least. But here we are. It's a 9-point game. They get it into Trey Warren. There's Marius, 9-point game. Marius defended by Davis. It's just a battle of good offense against great defense. Three-pointer from the corners off the mark, and Billingsley grabs the rebound off the miss by Johnson. Here's Doc now, trailing by 9. Doc gets it to go. Nice layup by Kyron Doc. This is their smallest deficit, Calumet, since 3 minutes into the game. It's a 7-point game. Davis, he's going to be called for that reach-in. That's going to be Davis's third. That is a tough call. That's going to put Governor State to the line because, remember, they're in the 1-1 for the remainder of the game. Davis pleading his case with the official, saying that he got the ball. Doc now talking to the ref. 1-1 here. First one goes in for Marius. Marius with 16 points. Mays hasn't played for a little while now, but he has 15. Hinton was actually the leading scorer for Calumet before he was ejected from the game due to 2 technical fouls. No more than a couple minutes ago. So now Davis has 12 and Doc has 13. Those are the leading scorers for Calumet, at least the players that are still able to play in this game. Slowinski right now has 9 points. Doc moves inside. Billingsley wanted to take the 3, elects not to. Lost the handle. Oh, and Davis, that's going to be his 4th. That is going to be Davis's 4th. That's a huge foul with 11:51 to play. We always talk about it at halftime. This is why we mention the personal fouls that each player has, because it's important to know these things because now so many players for both sides in foul trouble at this point in the game. And Calumet, arguably I guess you could say statistically their best scorer as of late, is now going to have to sit for at least 4 minutes, maybe 5. First shot goes in for Marius. Governor State will be in the double bonus after the next foul. So they'll have 2 shots, make or miss, no matter what, on any foul. Marius, that's the wrong man you want to put at the line for sure if you're Governor or if you're Calumet. He does not miss many free throws. 65-54. Remember, it was a 7-point game, and suddenly it is up to 11 again. There's Doc. He wants to take over in this game, and his shot was halfway down and back out. Slowinski on the offensive glass gets the shot to go on the putback. Here's Marius. Gives it up to his teammate Johnson, swinging it to the corner. Open 3, money. What a huge 3 by McKenzie to silence this crowd. For McKenzie, that is, he's up to 12. These starting 5 for Governor State has done a great job basically spreading the scoring around. Slowinski spins inside and a nice move. That could have been an offensive foul for sure. He did look like he might have hooked. 10:50 to play in the game. 10-point game. It's not over yet, but Calumet has done a great job just gritting this game down. They have hung in there tough. In a game where Governor State has arguably kind of dominated throughout. Billingsley called for the foul. It's going to go on Marius again. Ooh, I'm not sure if Marius hurt himself there. He's grimacing and holding his right ankle. He's back up to his feet, though. But I'm not sure if maybe he came down awkwardly on that right ankle. He looks to be okay. Looks like Malik Petty's going to come back into the game with 4 personal fouls. I wonder if he takes out Davis here, who also has 4. We're also going to see Vincent Mays check into the game for Miles Graham. First free throw for Marius. He has been so automatic from the free throw line in this game. I mean, he's currently 13 for 14, I believe. And this could be 14 for 15 if he can make this. He's only missed 1 all game. I mean, it's just sometimes you could say free throw merchant. I know a lot of people say that about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander of the NBA, but you know, that's just a testament. He just gets to the free throw line, and he knows he can make free throws. And he draws fouls. It's not easy to draw fouls in a physical game. Doc with a nice pass to Slawinski, and Slawinski gets it to go. But with that being said, Marius, he gets to the line when he needs to, and he can make free throws. But he has good strengths in his other areas of his play as well. Bounce pass in here to Mays. Mays, I think he got away with the travel there. Mays gets that shot to go, but he definitely shuffled his feet on that possession. Here's Petty to Doc. Tolliver a 3. Off the mark, long rebound, pulled in from Trey Warren. Here's Warren kicking it. Pump faking is McKenzie. Gets inside, and he's fouled. Is this going to be on Petty? It is, and Petty's going to foul out. Malik Petty fouls out of the game with 2 points. We will take a break. Under 10 minutes to play in the game. Governor State still leading by 12. 9:42 to play in the game. 72-60, Governor State on top. Governor State team that was held to just 70 points, by the way, against St. Francis on Saturday. A Calumet team that allowed 98 points against IU South Bend on Saturday as well. But that break was brought to you by Doc's Barbecue. Take a moment, let it simmer. Wanted to mention that the free throw attempts heading into these 2 shots here, 36 free throw attempts for Governor State. Make that 37 as McKenzie makes the first one. And here's going to be the 38th. McKenzie trying to make it 2 for 2 here from the line. Comes up short. 38 free throw attempts for Governor State in this game. They only have 43 field goal attempts. Do you ever see a team almost have as many free throw attempts as field goal attempts? It's just unbelievable how many times they've been to the free throw line in this game. Calumet has only been to the line 17 times. So Governor State has a plus 21 free throw attempt advantage over Calumet up to this point. As Slawinski's off the mark on that shot. Here comes McKenzie. Bounce pass. Oh, Marius wasn't expecting it. And they reset with 18. Here's Johnson. Here's Warren. Gets inside. Tolliver tied him up. It's going to be a jump ball possession to the Jaguars with 8 seconds on the shot clock. I think the shot clock should be fine. 8 seconds. Pass up top to Mays. They need to get a shot off quickly, and a travel is called on Mays, and he agrees. But Mays has gotten away with a couple travels in this game, not this time. Doc, Davis, Abdeleba, Tolliver, Slawinski, the 5 on the floor for Calumet. By the way, Davis has 4 personal fouls. Keep that in mind. His next foul, he'll foul out. There's Tolliver. Davis, he'll put up a 3. Just short. We get a foul on the floor. It's going to go on Javante McKenzie. That'll be his 3rd. We're going to have a 1-and-1 here for Jay Caleb. But I wanted to mention on that free throw attempt, like I mentioned, 38 free throw attempts for Governor State, and they're shooting 70% from the free throw line this season. I mean, you just cannot put them to the line 38 times and expect them to miss many. Oh, a dunk there for Mays. Great pass, by the way, on that play by Javon Johnson. Great assist. Johnson, one of the best on the team in assists per game. He's averaging 3 assists per game. That's top 3 on the Governor State roster. J. Caleb's shot won't go. They're going to say it went off of Governor State last, to the dismay of Coach Tony Bates. Governor State, not to look ahead too far, but they got a couple games that they hope they can win against Trinity Christian and against St. Ambrose. They need to make it through this game first. Slowinski's tough shot goes. Man, Slowinski's having himself a good game so far. That's 17 points for Jay Caleb. He leads Calumet in scoring, and that's 3rd overall in scoring in this game. 75-62. Here's McKenzie on Ba, and Abdoulaye Ba rejects it. They want a goaltend. No goaltend. Here comes Davis, and Davis is fouled. Davis has got to be careful when he hop steps like that. That could be very risky play on hardwood court. Taking that big of a hop and kind of planting your feet that hard. We've seen some bad things happen. He's got to be careful because Davis is having himself a great career, not only in football but in basketball too for Calumet. And last thing we want to see is something like that from the hardwood. Davis came up kind of grabbing his hand as well. He's still grabbing his right hand. I don't know if he maybe jammed a finger or what. But, I mean, he made the first free throw. Maxwell Marius comes out of the game, and Isaiah Tolbert is in. Davis is off the mark on the second free throw. Oh, wow. Mays almost traveled. Did not. It's still 12, and I mean, just consistently in this game, it's just been a 7 to 12 point advantage for Governor State. It hasn't been any less than that, hasn't been any more than that. It stayed consistent. Warren, step back jumper, won't go. Davis grabs the board. Kyron Dock will reset, 7 minutes to play. Time warning out for Calumet. They trail by 12. Dock defended by McKenzie. Kyron Dock putting a little shake and bake on things. Dock, oh, that was almost a great finish. It's just off the mark. Here comes McKenzie. Pass to the corner. Warren will hoist a 3. It's off the mark. Dock with the long rebound. Kicks it ahead to Tolliver. Tylen Tolliver will take it himself. Euro steps and he's blocked. Offensive rebound by Ba, and it goes. Craziness, just action from one end to the other. Calumet needs a big stand here. They trail by 10 with 6:15 to play. Here's McKenzie. Here's Johnson. 12 seconds on the shot clock for Javon Johnson. Driving it inside. Slowinski gets a block in on the putback. McKenzie gets it to go. That's a big bucket. Devontae McKenzie, 6'4", beats 6'7" Slowinski. Tolliver. Question of the day is, when is Calumet going to start putting up three-point shots? Nice high arcing shot for Tolliver. And Coach Hawkins is going to take a timeout. We will take a 30-second break and be back after this message. 5.5 minutes to play. 10-point game. We want to remind you of a women's basketball game coming up on Friday. St. Xavier taking on Calumet right here on the Heartland Sports Network. Friday, 7 p.m. We want to remind you that we're just a couple weeks out from the start of our spring sports season. Men's volleyball, softball, and baseball. They're trying to get the fans under control here. So they're putting each team to their benches right now because they're saying that the fans are saying some stuff that could start a potential altercation. There's been a few moments like that. They kicked Hinton out for 2 technical fouls. And I hope they don't kick any fans out. Those fans have been loud. But they got to simmer things down a little bit, I think. They might just need to get maybe somebody with authority over there to start to saying some things. They're going to take a media timeout with 5:35 to play. So with all the chaos, we'll take a break and sort things out. We'll be right back after this. We welcome you back. 5.5 minutes to play. 77-67 after the media timeout. Referees just trying to get things under control. They know that there's been a player ejected for 2 technical fouls. The fans apparently are getting a little bit rowdy over there. And the referee just trying to calm things down so that nothing escalates. 38 free throw attempts for Governor State. That's still almost just baffling. I mean, I haven't seen that many free throw attempts yet this season by a single team. Great pass to Mays inside, and he's going to draw a foul here on Abdoulaye Ba. So Vincent Mays is going to go to the line for 2. Vincent Mays has been pretty good at the free throw line as well so far tonight. 5 for 5. Hasn't missed one yet. And he gets it to go. I mean, you have a man like Vincent Mays, 6'7". It's typical. We usually see that the taller players kind of are the ones that have a little bit more trouble shooting free throws. He just doesn't seem like he has any trouble shooting free throws. He's now 7 for 7 in the game from the free throw line. And he's currently up to 21 points. That's tied with Marius for the leading scorers overall in this game. 79-67. If Calumet doesn't get some stops and some buckets soon, this game might be over. Doc, lob up top to Ba. He catches. He's fouled. They called it a little bit late. Ba's going to go to the line for 2 free throws here. I want to remind all the Governor State fans watching at home that St. Francis leads Olivet 66-63 with 4 seconds to play. So if that result stands and Governor State result stands, Governor State and St. Francis, who just met last Saturday, would be the 2 teams tied at the top of the CCAC at the end of the night. With just a couple more weeks to play, Governor State, can they win the regular season title like they did back in 2018? Ba goes 1 for 2 from the line. It's still an 11-point game. I feel like I've said that so many times today. It's just consistently been an 11-point lead for Governor State. Here's Mays getting inside. Oh, what a shot. Just a tough shot by Mays and a tough bucket. And if Calumet can't start stringing together stops, pretty much cough this up in the win column for Governor State, it would move to 17-8. Pyron Doc taking it inside on Tolbert. Outside to Slowinski, a 3. It won't go. That's not the shots that Slowinski's typically used to taking this season. He's overall 4 for 18 from three-point land to make that 4 for 19 officially. From beyond the arc this year, he doesn't take many three-point shots. Ba with another rejection on the shot by McKenzie. Here comes Davis. Oh, what a shot by Davis. He just flew in there, Quindarius Davis. 11-point game, under 4 to play. Still a lot of work to be done for Calumet. Doc, got to be careful he doesn't get called for a foul here. That shot won't go. Mays on the rebound, puts it up and in. This is why this team is number 1 in the conference in offensive rebounding per game. What a shot by Davis. And we're going to get a timeout here for Hawkins. We will. Coach Jason Hawkins takes his timeout. He has 1 remaining after this. We'll take a 30-second break with 3:32 to play. 83-72, Governor State in the lead. 83-72. Let's go through some scores from around the CCAC. Judson beat Viterbo by 9. That game started a little bit earlier than our game. Trinity Christian beat IU Northwest by 9 as well. IU South Bend got the win by 5 over Holy Cross. St. Ambrose is leading St. Xavier by 8 with 6.5 to play. And I can confirm officially that Olivet tied St. Francis with a game-tying three-pointer. They're going into overtime over there in Joliet. Here, Governor State holds an 11-point lead with 3.5 to play. Governor State can hold on. They won't care what happens with the Olivet-St. Francis game. They'll care that they got the win, and they're still in contention for first place. What a cut, what a find, what a pass. Tolbert, what a finish. And Vincent Mays is having himself a great game. Davis driving inside again. It's just the Quindarius Davis show at this point. He has 19 points. He's fourth place in the conference in points per game compared to Vincent Mays, who's first in the conference in points per game. Tolbert, things have quieted down a lot more here in the Rittenmeyer Center since earlier in the second half. It's because Governor State just cannot be stopped on the offensive end right now until now. Doc with a steal. How can I say that one's deflected off of Doc? There's just been a couple tough calls in this game that have not favored Calumet, but the same could be said on the other side of things for Governor State. Both teams on the bonus. Double bonus for Governor State. Here's Marius. Oh, what a pass from Marius inside. Tolbert, he's blocked by Doc. That's Doc's third block. And they're going to say that Doc stepped out of play with 6 seconds on the shot clock. They're actually going to reset the shot clock to 20 seconds. So 20 seconds, unless the referees are discussing whether or not there should be 6 seconds or there should be 20. And they're going to say, I'm not sure, they're discussing things right now. They're going to put 20 officially. So that's a big break for Governor State because now they can get a possession going and they can run the clock. They got to inbound the ball quickly here, and they do. Plenty of time, says Coach Tony Bates, and he's not wrong. 13 seconds on the shot clock. And a little bit of a mismatch here as McKenzie's working on with Slowinski, puts up the jumper. It's off the mark, rebounded by Doc. Outletting it ahead to Tolliver. Tolliver now, they need a big bucket. He puts up the shot. It was a hurried shot. It's off the mark. Outlet pass ahead. Johnson, he's fouled. It was a little bit of a hard foul. Governor State wants a flagrant. I don't think there was any ill intent on that. But Javon Johnson's going to go to the line for 2 free throws here. To nobody's surprise at all, Governor State is at the free throw line again tonight. They are over 40 free throw attempts in this game. That is incredible. That is an incredible testament to just the way they draw fouls. I mean, Calumet, they've just put many of their players in foul trouble, and they've made their free throws. Well, that might have been a jinx right there as he misses the first. But they don't really care at this point. They're up by 11 with 1:56 to go. It would really take something out of the magician's hat for Calumet to come back. I mean, you hate to say it. Second free throw goes in for Johnson. Here comes Davis. He has just taken over. He's trying to keep his team alive in this game. Davis, pump fakes, pass down to Ba. Puts up the shot. No foul, he misses. Rebounded by Slowinski. We got a foul before the basket from Ba.
The basket doesn't go in, Ralph.
So Slowinski will get 2 free throws here. The basket will not count. The question of the day is, when is Calumet going to start putting up 3-point shots? They don't really have the time at this point, and the deficit at this point, to continue to make 2-point shots. Slowinski makes the first one. But what a game for J. Caleb Slowinski. He's got 18 points now, and he is just having himself a great game. He's averaging just over 13 points per game this season. He just had 11 points on Saturday, starting against IU South Bend. Now he is up to 19 points. They get it ahead to Johnson. Governor State can run the clock here with 1.5 minutes to go. Marius dribbles inside. Calumet can foul, but Governor State has proven they can make free throws, so it's going to be difficult. McKenzie with 9 on the shot clock. What a pass from McKenzie, and just a little bit of a missed layup by Marius. You're surprised he missed that because he's been so automatic today. Tolliver makes a shot. That right there is a huge three-point swing. Tolliver makes a 3 when Marius should have made a 2. And Marius just missed. Timeout called by Calumet. That's their last. 86-79. We will take a 30-second break, and we will be back after this. We welcome you back to the Rittenmeyer Center, 86-79. Like I said, they would need to pull out a little bit of a trick from the hat if they were to come back, Calumet. But they might have, because on a wide-open layup, Maxwell Marius just missed it. Straight up. It was surprising. And then Tolliver came down the floor and made a three-pointer. So they trail by 7 with 1:06 to go, and they will put full court pressure in. So Kyle McCullough and Malik Corley are in the game to try to get a steal here. Can they get one? They inbound it quickly. They're trying to trap. They're going to foul quickly. As Davis and Tolliver head back to the scorer's table. It'll be 2 free throws here, both teams in the double bonus. This is going to be free throw attempts number 43 and 44 of the game. It's just unbelievable how many free throw attempts they have racked up in this game, Governor State. Just a testament to good coaching at that point. 11th season at Governor State for Coach Tony Bates. He's been here since day one. He's been here when they started out as a program back in 2015. And he has built this team from the ground up. It's a testament to patience and endurance. And right now they are definitely in contention to win a CCAC regular season title for the second time ever. Second free throw won't go for Marius. Davis gets inside and he's blocked. That's going to go out of play. Marius will come out. He's limping as he comes out. I think he just said that he twisted his ankle. That's what he said. But he's limping as he comes. Hopefully that doesn't come into effect in a different game that they need to play down the stretch. Tolliver, Doc, they're running out of time here, Calumet. Hiron Doc, step back, has to put up a tough 3 and it won't go. And it's off the mark. They're going to put Marius back in the game. You know, I understand he is their best player, at least tonight. But if there's a chance he might get injured heading into another game, with this game pretty much wrapped up and done, I don't know why you'd risk it. They're going to risk it anyways. Here comes Siobhan Johnson. They want to foul. They just can't keep up. And they will. 36 seconds to play. 2 more free throws coming up for the Jaguars of Governor State. By the way, when it comes to offensive rebounding per game and rebounding per game, Governor State is super, super good. But they are top 25 in the country, in the NAIA, in offensive rebounding per game and rebounding per game. So it was just a testament of if Calumet could keep them off the glass, and the answer was just they couldn't. This could make it a 10-point game, and it gets it to go as the crowd starts to disperse here in the Rittenmeyer Center. Davis, a 3 in transition, won't go. Rebound pulled in for Governor State. They don't need to foul Calumet, and they won't foul. Shot clock will still go off, but Calumet is going to go on a 5-game losing streak, and they have just slid down the table more and more as the season has went. They were in contention for even a top 5 finish in the CCAC no more than 3 weeks ago. They have just slid down the table, and now their postseason hopes are hurting. And Governor State will be tied for first with some teams, St. Francis or Governor State, heading into tomorrow. Davis can't hit the half-court shot, and that will do it. Governor State is really, really in contention to win the CCAC. They have bounced back after their 16-point defeat against St. Francis on Saturday, and they are 17-8, 13-4 in the conference. Just a couple weeks to play in the season. Big, big win. Tensions were high, but referees kept it under control. And Calumet is now on a 5-game losing streak. They dropped to 10-13 on the season, 6-10 in conference play. And as they try to keep up with IU Northwest, this will not help at all. St. Francis, by the way, winning by 1 over Olivet with 46 seconds to go in overtime. I guess we won't be able to keep this broadcast going. You'll have to find out online instead. But Governor State, we know one thing. They'll be in contention for first place, tied for first place tomorrow during the new CCAC standings. Let's take a look at some final stats, and then we'll wrap things up tonight. Leading the way for Governor State in scoring is Vincent Mays with 25. Maxwell Marias had a great game with 22. And Javante McKenzie with 17 was third on the team in scoring. Quindarius Davis and J. Caleb Slowinski with 19 points. Kyron Dock with 13. And Ramin Hinton had 13 points as well, but he was ejected from the game due to 2 technical fouls, which obviously put a huge hurt on the offense of Calumet. Wanted to mention as well, real quick, the free throw attempts. 46 free throw attempts for Governor State, 38 of those made. They shot 83% from the free throw line today. The final score, once again, 89-79. Governor State wins it. Calumet loses by 10 for the second straight game. We will see you on Friday for a women's basketball game against St. Xavier. For my great producer, Claude Martinez, I'm Kyle Mathas signing off. 89-79. Governor State wins it. Calumet trying to turn things around, and they're not able to do it yet. For now, we say so long from Whiting. Safe travels home. Have a great night. We'll see you on Friday.